Charlotte Flo World Sports Show with Jeb Brofsky. Talk about how you got involved with Philly Street Soccer, like how they contacted you and all that role.
Well, actually, I was in India with my foundation, Peace Pandemic, and Chandrima got a hold of me through UA, and she told me about Street Soccer USA. And I had actually previously worked with the Vancouver homeless soccer team out when I was playing out there. So I had a background kind of with Alan Bates out with that team, and she asked me if I would help with the Street Soccer Philly team, and I guess the rest is history. But I just went out to training last night, and a great bunch of guys, and I wish them well in New York.
Yeah, I mean, you must see the enthusiasm out there playing in this heat. It's been a brutal, heat wave here in Philadelphia area we've had. So these guys are gutting it out every 3 nights a week, playing in this heat.
Yeah, no, I told them, they inspire me as much as I inspire them. And it's great to see that soccer can be a medium for social change, and that's what I've dedicated my life to. And I hope they really grasp it. And the guys I met in Vancouver did the same. They were just amazing guys that wanted to really go somewhere in life through soccer, and I think it was. I think Street Soccer USA and organizations like that are amazing that we have them.
Yeah, talk about obviously soccer, the street soccer team, a lot of these guys are homelessness from maybe substance abuse or depression or mental illnesses, but even when it's like depression, how just going out and kicking a ball and running around with your friends. I mean, you grew up doing that, you're doing it professionally, fortunately now, but even, you still get thrills of just going out there kicking a ball.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think soccer helped me with a lot of things that I was going through in my life, a lot of death and suicides in my life, and I would always go on the field and forget all about it and use it as my medium to get away from reality. And I think for these guys who have battled addiction and homelessness, that when they're on the field, you can see the smile, you can see the energy, and that's really what the game's about. That's the beautiful game. It's not just going out to kick a ball. It's more than that, and I think they've really grasped it.
One thing that's really gripped me is that there's a lot of guys on these teams that have never even kicked a ball until a few months ago, getting that experience and then finding a hidden talent. I mean, that's something in life that we don't know we have talents, and dealing with homelessness, now you found a talent you didn't know you have, and that helps you move forward in life.
Yeah, no, and that's especially for these guys, that motivates them to say, wow, I do have a talent, and I am very good at this, and to go to tournaments, like New York and the World Cup and stuff like that, they get the experience of a lifetime, and I really do see a change. After the Canadian team came back from the World Cup, the guys were grinning ear to ear. They never thought the world was like that, and the 8 guys I met yesterday were exactly the same, and they're amazing. So I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, talk about that overall, like the World Cup they have coming up in Mexico, and last year they had it in Paris. Like the Homeless World Cup is such a great following now that people are going to this event, treating it like it's a major event.
Yeah, and I think as long as we get more sponsorships and more professional athletes involved, I think it's going to bring more attention to it. I know Arsene Wenger was out there in Paris and really pushing it forward, and Mexico City is the next one, and I know that I think they'll be geared up for that. So as long as we keep it going and when the guys return from the World Cup, I think is the most important time, where integrate them into jobs and into society again. It's I think that's the biggest part of it.
Now, what's your experience playing a little futsal? Have you ever played a little futsal yourself?
A little bit when I was younger. I'm not too good at it, but it's a heavier ball, so I try to stay away from it. I'm not as good.
So those guys can maybe take you a little bit?
Yeah, they can nutmeg me and kind of go around me, but yeah.
And talk about some of your experiences in India, some of your travels over there, some work you've done there.
It was once in a lifetime experience. I urge anybody who wants to go out there and really see what it's like. There's great organizations already out there like Magic Bus and UA, who I worked with, and great guys like Terry Phelan from Manchester City, who has an academy out in Goa. Amazing people doing amazing work on the ground, and the girls that I met in Jharkhand, which is where Franz Gassler works.
Yep.
It's eye-opening for sure to have as many girls going through the sex trade in that little community, and these girls really wanting to change their life through soccer. It's an amazing thing, and I really want to go back out there and see what more I can do for them. And I think every little kid that I played with in the slums, it was just they instilled the passion back into me, so it was amazing.
We talk about how this game of soccer itself is such a uniter, because it's played now big in Canada and U.S. It's minor sports, and now they're considered major sports in this country.
Yeah,
in Canada.
I mean, it's now the worldwide language. I went out into into the streets and put a ball down, and all of a sudden 50 kids turned into 100 kids, and it didn't matter if they were speaking Hindi, English, whatever. It was all the same language, and I think that's really where soccer plays a key role in the world. It doesn't matter what language, what religion, what race you have. It's just put a ball down on the field. That's you guys are all united, and I hope to collaborate with a lot of organizations that are doing that, and hopefully create a community in the world that wants to change the world through soccer.
Yeah, it's such a positive thing to do, in these developing countries, and such a low cost, because all you really need is a ball and some shorts and socks, some shoes. So it's a very low cost to really get these games going in these developing countries.
Yeah, and I actually just got in contact with the Uncharted Play who created the socket ball.
I've looked up their information. Very good people.
Yeah, and I think that's the future of soccer. Creating kinetic energy into electricity, and really using a soccer ball as practical means of really sustainable change. And I think that is where we're going with soccer. But right now, like you said, it's the poor people's game. You can put a ball down, you don't need anything, and
it's a game that brings energy, literally. It's how you heat your home and light your house.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to thank you for your time, Jeb.
Thank you so much.